This video is closed captioned in English and Spanish subtitles. Hello travelers, welcome everybody. This is Anthony, also known as Travel Droner. Here on this channel, we create videos discussing amazing travel facts and amazing destinations. In today's video, we are going to talk about the don'ts of Italy, what not to do in Italy as a tourist. If you want to live the proper European life, nothing is better than taking a trip to Italy. It is one calm and really beautiful country, and you will totally love the experience, especially if you are with the love of your life. The country is one of the top picks by couples, and why not? Romance is in the streets of Italy. But before you start packing your bags, you should be aware of some things that you should totally not do in Italy as a tourist. This video will talk about some of those things, which will help you while you enjoy your time in Italy and make your experience even better. But before we start the video, I would appreciate it if you could hit the like button and subscribe to our channel. Also, don't forget to hit the bell icon, because this way you will be notified whenever we post a new video, and you will never miss any video from us. We help you make your vacation so much better. So definitely consider doing so. With that out of the way, let us begin with this video. Don't go and buy bookings manually. Italy is one blessed, beautiful tourist place, and they know what the tourists need. There are tons of tourist attractions, and mostly all of them you will have to buy tickets. There are stalls in front of the sites, and you might have to stand there to buy the tickets for a long time. Considering that you are there for a few days, you might not want to spend hours on just the tickets, right? So, what should you do? Definitely don't buy tickets from the black market, which would charge double, trick, or scam you. Or even more than that, watch out here. Many scammers are trying to take advantage of tourists. The majority of the famous sites have adopted to the current times, and you can buy tickets online. So you don't have to spend time in the long lines, and totally don't have to expose yourself to the ticket resellers and overpay to get the tickets. But yes, you do need to do one thing: plan wisely. It is better to book the tickets at least 2 days prior, because there might be a lot of people who want to visit the same place as you, and you don't want your plans to be overbooked, right? Try to go early as soon as they open before the crowds arrive. Just be cautious about that, and it'll be one tip worth remembering on the trip. Drive with caution. Italy has some strict rules to keep the traffic well-mannered, and they are quite unique on their own. One of the best ways to have a look at the country is by renting a car, and most of the tourists do this. Don't forget to bring an international driving permit with you. But there are some restricted areas called ZTL in the country. ZTL stands for Zona Traffic Limitations, and you can consider them as the limited traffic zone. These areas are meant for pedestrians, residents, suppliers only, and you are not allowed to take cars over there at certain hours of the day. Although yes, the ZTLs might not be obviously mentioned on the road, they are all marked with big signs, and some have cameras above them, so watch out for them. There are cameras in the streets also, and they will capture an image of your license plate. This way, you'll be recognized by the officials, and you'll be fined for these traffic violations when you return the rental car. So make sure to check if the roads you are taking are permitted for you to take. That's it. Always have some backup cash. Okay, so the local businesses are advanced enough to rely on an online booking system, but it is a bit surprising that the majority of the stores do not take credit cards. This makes sense though, considering the fact that the majority of the shops are small family businesses, and they rely on cash for the methods of payment. Other than that, some credit cards may be difficult to use because a lot of ATMs might not accept the card you have. Prefer to use a Visa card, and other than that, always have a backup card in case your main card is not supported. Also, make sure to take some hard, crisp cash. One more thing. If you really want to live the Italian life, then you should definitely visit the small shops and eateries. Let them tell you they are going to leave you surprised with their tasty offerings. You will find tons of objects that will be great souvenirs for your visit, and the food is better than you would ever imagine. Try to visit the local restaurants and baristas as well. They are sure to give you the true Italian offerings, which the locals also appreciate. This allows you to have a taste of the true culture, and it is a new experience to live the life of an outsider, like a local person. Pack light. Now, this is one of the more obvious things to keep in mind when traveling anywhere in the world. Always have a light suitcase, or try to distribute your stuff in two rather than having a really heavy bag, but it becomes more significant in a country like Italy. The place is not always equipped with elevators and escalators, which is pretty obvious considering the fact that you are supposed to visit the place due to its rich old history. So, in order to retain the historical taste of the country, escalators and stuff like that are pretty rare to find. Okay, if you think that you can work around this issue with the trolley suitcase, then you should consider the fact that the roads are not usual ones. The roads are carved from stones. They are uneven, so if you think you will be able to roll over there easily, you should reconsider. Always pack light. The map is always handy. As beautiful as Italy is, it is as confusing as well. There are multiple cities and towns with the same name, and it gets really confusing if you are not a local. So, relying on the GPS might not be the best call for you. Honestly, you should have a local guide with you all the time. And if you can't arrange one, you should keep on asking locals if you are at the right spot or not if you are driving. This will keep you from getting lost and will also save you time and money. Stay safe from theft. Again, this one is one of the most obvious ones, although the country is safe. Travelers and tourists are generally easy targets for pickpocketers and snatchers. Such crimes are pretty obvious in open areas, like the monuments, and many tourists have claimed to have their belongings like purses, cameras, wallets, etc. to be stolen while visiting tourist attractions. Watch out for the scammers selling anything from paintings, tour tickets, money exchanges, wristbands, souvenirs, and a lot more tricks to get your money or belongings, so be extra careful while exploring Italy and all tourist sites. Anything sold outside of official shops is mostly fake anyway. So make sure to keep your belongings close to you and never let them out of your sight. You are more likely to be a target in crowded areas, so just be cautious. Also, places like museums, which are generally surrounded by guards, have become hotspots of snatches and thefts and scammers. So, you are not safe in guarded areas like that as well. You need to be cautious there as well. Churches. This one is for the people who find a muse in visiting religious places when they are on vacation. Well, the European regions and their churches are a bit conservative when it comes to churches. Generally, the Europeans do not wear off-shoulder clothing, and they do not support such short dresses in their churches as well. So if you plan on visiting the church, even the Vatican, you might need to have some special clothing for that particular day. And I am sure that you would not want to be pointed out for your outfit only. Make sure to get some seasonal as well as community-appropriate attires, especially if you intend to visit the churches. Coffee. All right, let us end this video on a funny one. Imagine you just had a wonderful day, saw a lot of beautiful places, and now you slept like you haven't in days. You wake up in the morning in the best mood ever, and you can't wait to see what the day holds for you. But you need something to kickstart your day. And what is better than having a latte with such a view from the hotel balcony, right? So you call the room service and ask for a latte. If you do so, then do not be surprised to find a cup of milk at your doorstep. No, I am not kidding. Not a lot of people know, but in Italy, if you ask for a latte, especially in areas where not a lot of foreigners stay, you are very likely to get milk instead of coffee. This is because the literal meaning of latte in Italy is milk, and you might want to order especially for a coffee. It is pretty common for tourists to ask for a latte whilst expecting a coffee. So if you are a morning coffee person, then make sure that you don't say latte while placing the order. Well, this is the end of this video. I hope that you enjoyed it. Which one of the tips was your favorite? Let us know in the comments. I hope this is going to help you enjoy your stay in Italy. Thank you for watching, and happy holidays!